Boom, there we are.
Excuse me. All right, what is going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Bakersfield Gentleman. My brother Miguel. You guys, we are here at Calebra's Lounge for our Wednesday podcast. Today, you guys will be smoking some Karen Berger Don Kiki cigars here. I have these box press Toros. I have them in a Habano and a Maduro. Mike, do you have a preference on which?
I would like to go Maduro, please. That sounds wonderful.
All right. I didn't get a chance to see Karen over at TP this year. She didn't have a booth. But from what I was told, she will be at PCA. Yeah. So that'll be nice to see her again. We saw her last PCA.
Of course.
And again, like I said, you guys, these are a box press cigar. You can smell the spice off of this Habano already.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and smoke these for the show today. Do us a favor. I'm going to go ahead and run that video if you would mind sharing as we do so. We got a couple of things to show you. Mm-hmm. And we'll be right back after this.
Awesome.
I don't know if this is true, but every time I look back on the years, I feel like I wasted my youth. How did I get so cold? How do I wind up every single day going through this life all alone? When am I gonna change? Another day, another month, another year, and still I feel just the same. Oh, help me, I can't shake this feeling away. Help me, I feel like I'm going insane. Help me, I got nowhere to go, I'm afraid. Help me turn this around here today. There's no laughter these days. Far too seldom do I get the chance to even put a smile on my face.
I got nothing popping up. That is so weird, guys. I didn't get a chance to share. Excuse me, because the video never popped up for me. If we are live, let us know. I can see some people watching. Cam, how you doing? Eduardo, how's it going, brother? That is so weird. I got no notification the show went live. I hope you guys did. Let us know. They might be doing that to us again. That was happening for a good chunk of time where they just didn't put out any information about our show. They wouldn't tell anyone we were live. It's ridiculous. There might be something I can do to fix that. I think there's a little workaround trick. But for now, I'm glad to have whoever is watching right now. Timothy, it doesn't show on Facebook. Gosh dang, Cam says it's live, but yeah, Timothy and Cam are on YouTube. I'm glad it's working there. That's why I said it didn't until now. My goodness, it's 3.5 minutes. That's not crazy, but it is still kind of crazy. Like, I get ridiculous updates all the time on this platform, and yet I don't even get my own, which is just bonkers to me. Go ahead and use that V cut on. Again, guys, we are smoking Don Kiki cigars today. I'm having the box press Maduro, while Frankie's having the box press Habano. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna leave the cut right there for you. Frankie's trying his best to get some sharing in as well, because I think it just popped up for me as well. Let me see this. Yeah, there we go.
Finally.
Wow. Well, not even. It's just Leslie reacting. Leslie, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. It showed up on Facebook. Cam says it's on there too.
Okay, fantastic.
Great. Well, great. Wherever you guys are watching it from, whether it's here, whether you are illegally streaming this in countries like North Korea or China right now, because the freedom just doesn't ring there yet. I'm glad you're watching, no matter where you're at. That's a joke, by the way. I don't know the rules in China, but North Korea probably right in that one. Either way, hope everyone's having a good day. We are starting this out. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful time today.
Yeah, now it's your comment. Absolutely. Real quick, I don't know who saw it already, but there's been some tension in the cigar world. Started today. Some comments were made, and some individuals thought the comments were made towards them. I don't really like to get into the drama of it all, so we'll kind of stay away from it. But at the same time, it's something we got to look at.
Does this have anything to do by any chance with certain labeling?
It does. It does. For a long time, we've been trying to get cigars to not be lumped in with cigarettes, chewing tobacco, pipe tobacco, and vapes. And a big thing was marketing towards children. Some companies use very colorful artwork and depictions of possible childhood figures and whatnot. Some use creative artwork in the form of Christmas time stuff or Halloween type stuff that could lend itself to that in a cartoonish way. But at the end of the day, these things are not being marketed towards kids, in my opinion. They're more for us to enjoy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marco, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's say Carlito / Brian. I'm honestly not privy to this, so if someone wouldn't mind being a little bit of a gossip or a chatty Cathy, and just tag me in whatever's going on.
So PCA put out a
statement.
A statement.
I saw that,
which Senor Fuente made a comment on about the industry and marketing towards children with these types of bands and whatnot. I paraphrasing, of course. To which it was not implied so much, but suggested maybe that we're talking about Privada Club and the way they do their things. And, Brian put out a video. He said, hey, if you're talking about me, just let me know. We'll talk about it, and we'll go from there. If you're not talking about me, I'll take down this video. Now, again, it's just some drama starting up right now.
It's on Instagram. Okay.
But yeah, it was pretty clear he was talking about him. But, Senor Fuente, he's an icon of the industry.
He's a staple.
Yeah. And, Brian has done amazing things with Privada Club.
Yeah, in a very short time.
Yeah, so... and we're friends with both.
I like both. I don't disagree with how either one of them does business. I like how Brian has brought in some new life into the industry. I love the tradition and the legacy that is Fuente Cigars. But you're not going to see me choose one over the other just because it's different aspects of a similar situation. It's different sides of the same coin.
And even our Pariah cigar logo can be considered, artwork that kids might like. It's a sugar skull.
Well, I did have to turn down your idea, the Teletubby cigar line, where we're gonna do one for each.
I thought a Teletubby cigar line would sell. I apologize.
You are insane. You are behind the times. We're going to use bubble guppies. Use one for each. The little purple-haired one. There's a blonde one. There's a redhead. There's enough colors of the bubble guppies that we can get every kid out there. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Obviously, that's a terrible plan.
Yeah. So if you guys want to weigh in, give us your thoughts in the comments. Definitely like to hear what your guys' viewpoints are as consumers. Do you think they should change the bans on those things because you think they might be targeting kids? I mean, obviously, they're not. It's not going after kids. No kids are spending, $10 to $15 on a cigar. It's just not happening.
Cool.
But do you agree with the point that Senor Fuente made? Do you side with Brian? Are you kind of somewhere in the middle? Let us know in the comments. It's really hard to speak either way. I mean, I understand where Senor Fuente is coming from. At the same time, I get what Brian's doing.
I don't want to obviously have this stuff lumped in with things like the very bright and colorful stuff that the vape companies do. Some of it is very passion fruit surprise, and it's a big bowl of fruit on top of these bright neon lights, and that can be construed towards kids, obviously,
but it's night and day. I mean, you look down the aisle of TPE, you can clearly see where the vape, CBD, THC, and stuff like that is, and you can see where the cigars are at. They're completely night and day.
It's true.
I mean,
yeah.
So, earth toned, simple artwork on the cigar side, flamboyant girls dancing with bright, like you said, neon colors and amazing artwork that's, kind of juvenile though at the same time.
It's cool, but it's targeted for younger.
Right.
Young. It really is in that case. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Exactly. You won't see a kid in a cigar shop no matter what brand it has. Vapes are a whole other thing. Thank you, Mark. Exactly. I don't think vapes belong in cigar shops just because you're inviting that element of I got to check all of their IDs because they look 12.
Yeah, like I've told Randy Costa many times, Randy, we do not sell vape here, bro.
I don't care how chunky of a cloud you can make. All right, those tornadoes are only impressive outside the shop. No, I'm just
Yeah, no, but you know, we get the occasional, hey, do you guys sell oil burners? You guys sell bongs?
this, that.
No, that's not what the more stands for. We don't sell that stuff.
Not
We don't get kids that come into the shop unless they're coming in with their dad because it's Saturday and they're going fishing Sunday morning, or they're going golfing and he's there to help us with his dad because his dad's going to buy a cigar.
yeah. Doesn't want to leave the kid in the car.
That's the only time we get kids in the shop. They stay right by the door. He gets the cigars and they're out.
What do you call it? Eduardo says, I don't think they are targeting kids, but I can see with all the heat on cigars. I mean, they call us cigarettes. They absolutely do that, which is terrible. And then pot tools, they do that. And the Philly blunts, of course. So now, if the government can use oh my lord, they're trying to attract kids. It's rough. Though I feel that is a stretch and not really valid. I agree with that. I don't think it's valid, but it is easy to manipulate. It's a good lawyer can manipulate anything, and that's what we're dealing with. There's a lot of lawyers. That's why PCA, not to malign what they're doing, but they do require a lot of money for what they do. I'm sure if they could do it with less, they would do it with less. But it doesn't. It's not a cheap thing to fight for freedom, right? It costs in a lot of different things: time, energy, and money. And
again, like I told people before about the difference between PCA and TPE. I like TPE. It's a fantastic event. I have a lot of fun every time we go. It doesn't cost us anything other than a hotel room because they let us in the media in for free, which is fine. PCA, on the other hand, you have to be a member, whether you're a store, whether you're a buyer, whether you're a wholesaler, whether you're a company that manufactures cigars, whether you're the media, you have to pay a membership. And obviously, it depends on what membership you are is what you pay. So we pay every year to be a part of PCA.
Yeah.
Every dollar the PCA raises goes towards running the PCA and fighting legal battles. All the money that TPE makes goes right to Crytek, Phillips, and Kings. They keep it. It's for them. That's why they put on their events. That's why the CBD side is so much bigger.
It makes the money.
It makes the money, and that's what it's for. So when it comes to the two, even though PCA is having its problems right now, losing a lot of the bigger names, going through a whole repositioning of people who work it, I'm still going to support the PCA because of what they're doing for cigar smokers.
Absolutely. They just announced not too long ago they did some internal not raises, internal promotions and are looking for other people to fill those positions that were now vacated by that.
Now they have called me to be dictator of PCA, but I had to turn them down.
Lifetime dictator, lifetime Gypsy King, of course. But that title's already been taken. I don't think you could take him in a fight. Pretty sure he'd win.
Get Dante Wilder on him.
Like that's gonna help for the third time. Gosh. Anyway,
fourth time.
Now it's the fourth time. Gosh. Anyway, what I'm trying to say though, is that they are showing that they are still working towards it. They announced a new initiative 50, which is for localized help on the state level more. From the article I read, it doesn't really differentiate just yet how they're going to be different from what they're already doing, but it seems like it's a step in the right direction. Fighting on the hills, great, but we need to start stopping these things at the local levels. We feel it a lot here in California. There are cities and counties that are putting bans on certain things.
And I will say this. Again, I do love the PCA, but they need to do more in California. Whether people like it or not, what happens here trickles to the rest of the country.
It'll get to you. And
I'm sorry for people that hate on our state. I love our state. I know we have our problems.
I want out.
But it's my home.
Place sucks.
I grew up here. I love it here. I don't ever want to leave here. But the ridiculous stuff that comes out of the state will go on to affect the rest of the states. So I really think, I understand they're fighting in DC. They're down in Florida doing their stuff. They need to be out here in California. I think we have 2 or 3 or maybe 4 PCA people out here in California. They're all in San Diego, where people love cigars. So they're not really feeling it. I mean, obviously they filled up the tax. But other than that, they're not feeling anything of pressure. They need to come up north to LA, to San Francisco, some of the more liberal areas of California and fight. That's where they need to be focusing on.
That's fair.
They're not paying enough attention to us, and it's not right. This is something that we brought up to them last year at PCA because we actually had a flavored vape ban meeting here in Bakersfield. Or there's a flavor ban, so it encompassed everything: pipe tobacco, cigarettes, vapes.
Flavor ban, yeah.
It was a flavor ban. Nobody from PCA showed up, and this was at a county level. So they should have been here.
Kern County's not small.
No,
Kern County, we might have the largest humidor when you go to Cigars and More, but that doesn't mean it's the only one around. Okay, you're looking at encompassing dozens of people who sell cigars, if not 100 plus shops that at least sell some form of cigars, that would lose quite a bit of business and quite a bit of people who do like flavored cigars. Maybe it's not something we talk about a lot on the show. Maybe it's not something that is a focus of ours, but it's something that we don't want to see go away for somebody else. I bring back Carlito for a second.
Put mine up there as El Comandante.
Yeah, I saw this comment. Yes, I put that on the screen. You didn't see it?
I
Oh,
didn't,
sorry, it's over here. Yeah. Excellent name.
Yeah.
I should probably start doing that.
But yeah, so it would have been nice to see one of them show up. Out of all the cigar shops in town, we were the only ones that showed up. And it was clear from when they started talking, though, obviously we're talking about vapes. That was their main concern. But still, with 4 shops here in Bakersfield alone, only one showed up to speak on behalf of cigars.
I don't
PCA
think
should
one
have
of
been
them was around yet.
It was former iteration was. Oh, you're talking about Cigars and More too?
Yeah, I don't think
No,
that
they
was
were there.
Where is it? Was
Yep.
it a business here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm moving my timelines wrong.
But
I
stuff
don't
like that, PCA should have been aware of. PCA should have been there.
Well,
They should have been talking.
in all honesty, here in town, we're fine because I'm here to speak on our behalf.
Yeah,
And
but
I got
anytime you have competitor speaking or
I
speaking
go
where
on
it's
the.
important,
I went on the mic and I got standing ovations. I brought the roof down on that with facts and soliloquies and passion. And those probably 13, 14-year-olds they got to try to guilt everyone into putting the band into effect were just devastated. I smacked the candy out of those little kids' hands. All right. And that's 100% true. They brought in a bunch of kids, like young high school, sophomore age kids to kind of push the narrative a little bit. You could tell that's exactly what they were doing. And the vape consumers, not even just the shops, but the consumers, like,
made them look stupid.
Please don't stop, or please don't ban this because we need it to stop smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I felt for them.
Robert, how you doing? Mark, that's exactly how this conversation started. So apparently I'll recap it real quick in a light form. PCA put out an article. Sonia Fuente responded to that article, saying that cigars and their ban should not be targeted towards kids. And when there's manufacturers out there or cigar makers out there using cartoonish bans, it reflects bad on us because it could look like we're trying to target kids. From that comment, Brian took it personal and he made a response video to it saying, if you're attacking him, let him know. You guys should talk about it. If it's not about him, he'll back off. But I'm pretty sure it was implied that it was mostly about Pravada, which is unfortunate.
Well, that's not the only ones doing it.
Right.
I mean, Ezra Zion, I think that's them. Yeah. They put up quite a few things that have some younger, funnier bands.
Well, I mean, look at Yahe. He does the hatchet.
Yeah, the farmer hatchet.
That's a fun one, and it's kind of cartoonish.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
No,
Again,
not at all.
None of them that I've seen. I didn't see any of them that are like, I don't know. The Cookie Monster one, whatever, maybe, I guess. Maybe. It's just a blue face.
Elmo.
Yeah, or the Elmo, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you look at like what is it, no Nintendo? No
Yeah.
From La Fabrica.
Yeah.
Which is James's stuff. It's a logo in the same as the Nintendo logo. There's no kids playing Nintendo anymore. That's made for old guys like us. Because I actually got to play on Nintendo, or I got to watch Frankie play on. I was allowed to play video games because I was a younger brother. But whatever. There's stuff like I don't know. The Punch does the Chinese food one. What do you think they're doing? Like Target New Yorkers who like takeout? Is that what you think? It's happening? No, it's not.
Real quick, Joseph, how you doing? Thank you. Happy good Lunar New Year to you as well. There we go. I said it.
And it's not a flavored cigar.
No, I was about to get that too.
Yeah.
The LCA Cinnamon release was not a flavored cigar. It had wonderful flavors of sweet cream, a little bit of spicy cinnamon in there, and a yeastiness from the bread, which I thought was a perfect name for it.
I'm gonna be controversial here, and I am talking about their cigar on this one.
Yeah,
I didn't get any of that. It did not taste at all Cinnabonish.
They did a fantastic job with that stuff. If you guys get your hands on some, definitely pick up a 5-pack. It's worth it in my opinion. We sold out of them like that, and I think I have maybe 2 left, but they were fantastic.
Nomad, thank you, Eduardo. I forgot about that. Yeah, again, this was not one of my favorites out of the lineup. I love the LCA program. Excuse me, gosh dang it. I have a lot of fun trying these new cigars from companies that I already love, and some of them that I might not even tried before, like gosh dang it, the Clown guys. Damn damn it, they did
Clown
the
guys,
they
yeah,
did the
totally.
Jack.
Totally
the
clown.
clown,
guys, Yeah,
the clown
clowns,
on it.
yeah, clowns.
You don't know what I'm talking
Circus,
about.
yeah.
Anyway, I like trying new cigars, and I like when companies put out something new, especially with something like this, where it's limited and you're supposed to do an experience
Talking
together.
about the Ron.
The Ron, thank you, the Ron. Anyway,
Clown guy Ron.
the Jack is
The Jack was the Blackbird.
Blackbird, which is also good. It's just the Cinnabon was probably one of my on the lower end of the totem for me.
That's weird.
I did not care for it. The
Top-
trail mix
Top
was
3 right
great.
now. Casada Pig. I love that shape. I love that cigar. Thought it was great. The Cinnabon and the trail mix are probably tied. Number 1 as of right now from the
Castago.
LCA. Cavalier.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Cavalier. Yeah,
The Cavalier. Yeah, the
What's
one
it?
that just came out.
No,
Odd Job.
Odd Job.
Yeah,
Odd Job. Yeah.
just came out this last week. Amazing. I'm a big fan of Cavalier as it stands, but that cigar is absolutely phenomenal. If you guys haven't tried it yet, pick one up.
I love what Brian is doing, but some of those members are a lot of drama. I don't want to post non-club cigars in that site anymore. Yeah, you got to be careful. It's a very territorial group. They are very loyal, a little zealot to it, if you will.
Oh, absolutely. Zealous is a perfect word for it. Yeah, if you're not posting a Pravada cigar or talking positive about it, they will ream you. That is not a forum for the casual cigar smoker. That is a forum for diehard
Pravada.
fanboys of Pravada and the LCA. I'm a member of it just because we post to it for the shop when we get the LCA cigars in. And again, we are friends with Brian. He's had us down to LA to hang out with him when he was there. We hung out at PCA, or not PCA, TPE last year.
Brian's an awesome guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Nothing against him.
What he says on his videos, he will say to you directly. It's not like he's just using it because he has no other platform. He will go to you and let you know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. It's an honest system at all times.
Yeah.
The whole group, Clark, everybody, is a very honest, upfront, and they know exactly what they want to be doing, and they do it well. All right. There's nothing wrong with Pravada. I like them a lot. I don't agree with them being like the front runners of some kind of targeting kids campaign with their logos. I don't think any of them are that controversial.
Right.
Like I said, the Elmo and the Cookie Monster are the closest ones I can get to. But again, how many kids are even watching that? It's more of a nostalgia thing for the guy smoking cigars. That
Unless
remember,
that
like,
kid's
funny.
on the Pravada Club website, which I doubt they are, or going into a shop and going into the humidor to look for them, they're not going to see it.
Now, what I can understand, and which they don't really talk about, is cigar media getting messed up by larger media, because they never touch on the fact that people still have these ridiculous stigmatas about cigars.
Right.
In fact, I want to show you guys a video real quick. Let me get it on screen.
No, Richard, not Stardom Young.
No, yeah, we're not advocating for that whatsoever.
Although I am an advocate for allowing the military to purchase alcohol and tobacco at 18.
Yeah,
I have
that's
no issue with
ridiculous.
that whatsoever. If our brothers and sisters want to go and defend our freedoms and have the a chance of paying the ultimate price and putting down their lives for us, damn right they should be able to take a shot at Jack Daniels and smoke a cigar before they go do it. By all means. I thought that was ridiculous when the country did away with that 18 exemption for the military for tobacco. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And if anybody knows how to sign up somewhere so we can either reverse that or get it looked at again, let us know.
That absolutely needs to change. That is ridiculous. Now, this guy's just it's
The
a
bubblegum cigars, yeah.
Old Mark Cuban, eh? All right, what are you going to do with that?
So listen to what he says at the end here. Just,
Is that chocolate or silicone? Because we need to clear that up first, because my brain's just okay, it's chocolate. So you making a chocolate? Okay, so you got some caramel. Now we're rolling out another cigar shape. Oh no, you flatten that shit to make like a flat caramel pancake. Now another cigar shape. Are you making out of all this delicious stuff?
puts in there. Good craftsmanship here.
I gotta stop having dirty mouth on TikTok. It's not helpful. Oh shit, that does look hella legit. Don't encourage smoking to people, but this is pretty creative. I'd want to try one.
Now, I'm gonna close that out. Just the end statement right there. The end statement. It's not because his mind automatically, you can hear it in how he's talking about those. Goes straight to, oh, it's smoking, it's bad for you. Automatically the same thing. We're just talking to a doctor talking about 20 years practicing medicine. never seeing any cigar smokers in for the same cases as cigarette or even pipe smokers. He said,
Yup.
and I didn't realize pipe was included in the statistics of not as good for you. I guess it just isn't.
No.
Cigarette and cigars are completely different, and we still have to deal with those situations right there.
Yeah.
You look at what's the kid's name? Burrow. What's his first name?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow smoking a cigar. He's probably getting reamed out on the internet, I'm guessing, for that.
Well, just like the
Jonas brother.
Jonas boy, yeah, he did too. Yeah, those look really good. Matter of fact, didn't we have some of those for JJ's birthday?
Yeah, it was almost the exact same thing.
It was ice cream though, wasn't it? Or was it cake?
What do you call it? Amber, that is unfortunate. I apologize, but I'm gonna tell you right now that is
a rarity.
That's not
Yeah.
normal.
He might have been inhaling his cigars. I don't know, but it is a rarity for people to get lung cancer. And again, I'm not a doctor, so my condolences to you and your family.
I could just go off what other doctors have told me,
Yeah.
and what the studies from the FDA say, because it is completely different. I missed those Pall Malls. Is that Pall Malls?
Pall Malls?
No, I think it says. I don't. It's not supposed to be Pall Mall, but the cigarette candies. I actually used to buy those too.
You can still
Yeah.
find those when you go on your way to Vegas, right there by in Peggy Sue's. They have a little candy shop in there as well, and they have them. So
Oh yeah,
we're on your way to
do.
Vegas.
Oh
Stop there.
shoot, that's funny. A friend, I'm gonna leave those quotes right there. Got a nicotine test for insurance purposes, and it came up with no nicotine. That's interesting. I did not realize that. I would assume that some would get there, but
Yeah.
maybe just not enough to where it would affect that situation.
Right.
Yeah, I had no idea. That is completely. That is new knowledge to me. That's interesting.
Mhm,
Thanks.
mhm. Real quick, guys. I think we're about halfway through, maybe.
Yeah. What the heck?
Just a heads up. This Friday show is actually going to start at 7, not 2. So we're going to be going to our later time schedule that we used to do it at. So we have a special guest or two on. So we have to do a lot for their time convenience. So please note this Friday show is going to be at 7, not at 2.
Super Bowl predicted will be Friday, I guess.
Friday.
Because we're going to be talking about that on the later show.
Yeah, it'll be on the later show. Right after the show, I'm going to post it. It's YouTube. We do have a great following on Facebook, and I appreciate and love you guys for it. Instagram, kind of meh. It's growing. Our original one was great. We had to restart everything. It's been kind of shitty. But we want to focus a little bit more on YouTube numbers, guys. So when we stream both, go to YouTube. You can get the comments from YouTube, right?
No, it's impossible. No, of course I can do that.
Okay. You're going to go to YouTube, you guys, either during or let's do it after the show.
Real quick though, 7 our time. Yes, so that is 10 on the East Coast. That is 6 o'clock if you're in Arizona, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Figure out your timelines. But yes, thank you so much. And the 7 our time, Eduardo, that is 10 o'clock, that East Coast time.
It's our original time.
It's our original time. We used to do it at 7 o'clock on Fridays. We totally forgot to mention this because we're supposed to do it on the shows at some point. If you guys think we should return to an evening show for Fridays,
Yeah.
just let us know what you think. Let us know what you think.
But you guys are going to make the comment in the YouTube comment section. You'll have to do it on YouTube, and you'll have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. Those are how you get entered. Be subscribed, and comment on the YouTube video, not Facebook, not Instagram.
That'll be the way to do it. I like that. That works. I predict a team that scores the most points wins the game.
That's
Well,
bold.
He's done. That's
That's
a
bold.
bold strategy, but I like where your head's at. It's already game's over. Because Richard just beat the system.
Mm-hmm.
But back to our conversation. I understand what they're saying because they want what's best for the industry. And at the other end of the spectrum, you have people who want the industry to thrive as well.
Right.
They want it to grow. And we can't grow without new innovations, without new marketing strategies. Again, the marketing strategies are towards adults still. It really is.
Yeah.
I just put that across the board. None of the companies I mentioned that have their funnier bands, the Lost and Found series, like I said, Ezra and Nomad, none of them are targeting kids. All right. That's
So
just
Amber
it's
is saying that, and I've been there, done that for the later shows. Yeah. Anthony remembers back when we were on later. Amber's saying, yeah, because she works now. So it's hard to work and listen. She's missed a lot of the shows because of that.
I apologize. But maybe Friday could be back to 7.
Yeah. And then there was he was not a friend of the Bigger Show gentleman back then, but we're glad you are now.
Appreciate that. 10 is late for me or Friday, but whatever you choose. And if you can make it, we appreciate that. But we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can figure out a good
And
time.
it
for
won't
that.
be all the shows. It'll just be one show a week that we do. later for some people. Obviously, Monday we won't do it because Monday there's already a lot of shows going on later in the evening, and we don't want to take away from any of those great programs that are going on.
No, a lot of fun stuff happening.
Wednesday, maybe we could do a little bit later.
We'll figure it out. I don't
Yeah.
want to start like changing up times radically anytime soon, but maybe just that one. Excuse me.
But for this Friday, we'll be at 7 our time, 10 East Coast, because of the special guests we have coming on. They need a little bit of time to get off of work, get home, kind of a thing. So that's why we're doing it at 7 this Friday.
And that's a good point for us just moving it already, because we're asking people on the East Coast to do or to watch the show during usually getting off of work time.
Mhm.
Like, hey, it's 5 o'clock time to wrap up.
Yep.
And you can't watch it while you're in the car or while you're trying to get out of work. That's a tough thing to ask.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. We'll figure that one out.
We're gonna make it work for you guys. Don't you worry.
But yeah, before by the way, that video, I didn't even hear him talking. I was just watching the thing, and I just heard that before we did this today. So that kind of plays into what we're talking about here. Don't target people to smoke. But that's not you're making a candy bar.
Well, not only that,
Make
if
a
you
freaking candy bar.
ever watch oh, my phone's on low battery. Fun. If you ever watch Binging with Babish, he does the Turf and Turf. Ron Swanson.
Oh, excellent.
And he says the what was it, the ribeye or the porterhouse, the T-bone, cigar and scotch.
Yes, excellent.
And he was about to light up the cigar, and he had like a fake person tap him on the shoulder and give him like a whisper. Oh, my attorney says I can't smoke on the show because it sets a bad example. Get all these comments. Oh, smoking's bad. Smoking kills. Smoking this. It's like, you guys need to educate yourselves. Or you're going to speak on it.
A little bit more.
You know, it's irritating to see that people that don't know about something talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you talk about cigars, I get so irritated.
Yeah, because you don't know as much as me, so it must hurt. It must hurt deep. Like sometimes there is a podcast I listen to called the Last Podcast on the Left. They'll bring up cigars once in a while, and it's always in the terms of whenever they're talking about like a company or a fat cat doing something wrong,
Smoking
like,
a
oh,
cigar.
smoke their cigar and eat, drink the blood, babies. Like it's not a villain thing, right?
You know who doesn't do that? Michael Knowles. Not only does he smoke cigars and drink scotch, Thompson Cigars also has a special Michael Knowles sampler.
Michael Knowles is boring. I don't care for him.
You're boring.
Ben Kissel, not Ben. Sorry, Ben Shapiro, but Ben Kissel as well because that's a different guy, but he's also a Ben. Ben Shapiro, Peterson. What the heck's his first name? Jordan Peterson, and dang it, guy who does the Change My Mind program. Crowder. A little more controversial on the Crowder
He smokes
one,
cigars.
but he smokes cigars, and I usually agree with him.
Ben
usually
doesn't smoke cigars.
Ben doesn't, but I like his information more than I like Michael Knowles.
I stopped listening to Ben only because I found Michael Knowles through Ben, and Ben is also, Michael's also Catholic, and he also smokes cigars and drinks whiskey. And I realized when I was listening to Knowles, then I would listen to Shapiro. Same exact stories.
Oh, very much so.
So I was like, I don't need to listen to both of them.
I'd rather Shapiro. I like his point of views a lot more. I think what he does is a little bit more flavored, I guess. To me, I like him better.
I'm wondering, this is not to get super political on you guys. Obviously, we're talking about more conservative and libertarian podcasters. Are there any liberal podcasters or political speakers that smoke cigars that you know of?
I would say Last Podcast, they're more on the liberal side.
I mean political.
Oh, political.
Like, if you were going to get Michael Knowles and someone from TYT to talk to any of them.
Abe Lincoln's Top Hat. He is a political commentator. He worked for Fox for forever, Ben Kissel, until he's like, oh, no, I was more libertarian. Then he went more on the left-leaning side.
And he smokes cigars?
And he smokes cigars, drinks a lot of everything.
That'd be interesting to see, have a political discussion over some cigars. I'd like to see that.
Real quick to the comments, though. Richard, soon you can only smoke cigars in your house under a blanket. There are some areas in California you can't smoke a cigar in your house.
Calabasas.
It is illegal to smoke anywhere in that area. It is illegal to light up. Someone catches you in your backyard, they can call the police on you. I don't know if they'll show up. I don't know how stringent it is or how lenient they are on the rule. Either way. But they can technically do that.
Yeah.
It is illegal to smoke in your car when you're passing through over there. It's illegal to smoke in your house. It's illegal to smoke at all. Anything. Cigarettes, vapes, cigars, pipes, whatever you have. It is ridiculous. You can't. I can't smoke in my complex anymore. I have to be 25 feet away from the building. That's ridiculous. It's your place. You're paying to be there. That's just irritating.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. As they push cigars further and further away
California.
from convenience, it's just getting more and more ridiculous. It really is.
Couldn't agree more.
I mean, look at Vegas. Even Vegas is starting to cut back on allowing cigars at the tables. I mean, they're fine with cigarettes, but cigars apparently are an issue, and that's just ridiculous to me.
That just hurts my brain because I don't understand what they're getting at. It's got to be more of a visual thing, because in my mind, at least, smoke is going to be smoke either way in a big area. I mean, it's worse for their ventilation systems.
Whether you smoke one of these or a pack of cigarettes at the same
You're
time,
going to put out smoke. That's a wash right there. The smell, I would argue very easily, this doesn't smell.
this smells 100
nice.
times better than a cigarette.
Cigarettes smell very bad. And then you have the visual aspect. This is a lot larger than a cigarette. That's where the problem happens, because you can see it very easily. So I think that's where, like, oh, we can't have cigars. Look how big it is. Really? That's got to be part of their reasoning and their brains. I think.
Yeah.
That's irritating. Funny thing is, they are opening up space for people to smoke. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even if they tell you at the resorts or the hotels or wherever you're at, oh, we don't allow marijuana on this property. It's everywhere. All you can do is smell it, and I don't care for that.
No,
I'm not
neither
a
do I. I
fan.
mean, if it's your thing, do your thing. Doesn't bother me any. I just don't want to smell it.
Please, we'll go back to smoking and non-smoking sections and let those that enjoy smoking smoke. Yeah, don't mind that at all. I think I was going to bring this up.
I still remember going into restaurants as a kid, smoking or non-smoking. I remember that.
I never saw that. At least I don't remember it at all. Most cigar smokers are more respectful than cigarettes. I agree with that as well, because there's no need. You don't need to smoke a cigar.
Mm-mm.
It's a want. There's no, at least none that I've met, and I met quite a few cigar smokers. None of them are addicted to smoking cigars.
Right.
There is a very good chance you're going to become addicted to smoking cigarettes. Yep. MCDS had that. Wait, McDonald's? McDonald's in a smoking section?
That's crazy. I don't remember McDonald's having it. That's crazy.
That is freedom right there.
I was talking like IHOP and Denny's kind of a place.
Just sit down,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But back to the point, to have your choice whether you like to smoke or not. Gosh dang it.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing that back to Fuente was saying when they were doing that documentary. I think it was gosh dang, what was the name of the documentary? The one they showed at PCA.
I don't remember for the life of me.
Rolling Leaves or something like that. Oh my goodness.
Rolling Blunts?
No, it was not. That was not the name. Either way, they were talking about the bands and whatnot, and he even mentioned, like, I don't want them to focus on cigars. He's also, I don't want them to focus on cigarettes. Maybe not something he enjoys, but he doesn't believe that you can take the rights away from somebody else because you don't like it. And I agree with that.
Yeah, and Anthony's right. Cigarettes are made that way to be addicted. That's why they add the nicotine. That's why nicotine gets into your system when you inhale it. Cigars on the way back from Vegas a while back. I didn't have a single cigar that day. I was too busy packing. We went to go play some virtual golf, and then we drove back. And by the time I got back, I was hella tired.
Yeah.
I didn't have a single cigar. I didn't crave one. I didn't feel the need to grab one and stop at a one of those rest stops to have one. And then today, I've already had 3.
Sometimes just different days.
I mean, they're not addictive. They really aren't.
Bob, how you doing? Checking in from Long Island. Hope it's a good day out there. And that's a great point. Sometimes cigar smokers will just give up smoking cigars for a while just to clear the palate out, just to kind of let it reset to zero. That you don't do that with a cigarette. Like, oh man, I need to tone back. I better just stop for a couple of days. I'll get back at it. No, you're smoking cigarettes because you kind of need cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I don't know how true this is. I think this was an article I read a while ago. This crazy dude was talking about an event about nicotine's benefits to people. I got to find the article again because it was I don't know if any of it was real, but there's something about the dangers of cigarettes to cigars where when you are aging and fermenting tobacco, it removes the ammonia,
right.
Which is if you have an underaged cigar and it tastes gross because there's ammonia still in it.
Right.
And that's
we've tasted a few.
Yeah. There's
guys, I need you to taste these samples. Let me know what you think. Oh, bro, you need to let those
It's
rest.
a little bit longer. Yeah, I've been there. So that leads to a bad cigar, which means you're not going to smoke it, which means you're not going to worry about that. Ammonia helps nicotine get into the bloodstream.
Really?
Yes, they add ammonia to cigarettes. That's part of it. That's part of how it is so addictive. It's the other additives.
They have shown posts where they show the ingredients of a cigar, a premium cigar, as opposed to the ingredients of a cigarette. And it's like 10,000 ingredients in a cigarette
Yeah.
and 3 ingredients for a cigar.
Boom. There is the wrapper, binder, and filler. Done. I mean, you can count the little bit of potato glue if you want,
Yeah.
but you don't need to. Now we have to do a study on gold embossing on cigars. See what that
I
does.
feel when you smoke a Cavalier or a black tie cigar that has that gold that you smoke through, the metals, since they're natural,
Oh, you're getting your minerals.
yeah, you're
for the
getting
day.
minerals.
Yeah, that's why you don't need vitamins, because when you eat a
Yep.
steak, you're good to go. Smoking a Chico, excellent call. Yeah, there's been times when I'm sick and I just don't feel like a cigar because I wouldn't be able to taste it proper anyways. 505 checking in. How you doing? Over on that YouTube. Hope
How we
all is
doing? How
well.
we doing? But yeah, again, they're not addictive for me, as compared to cigarettes. And
Now back to the kid topic for a minute. They are, again, like we said, they're not targeting towards kids, and they are not made for kids. It's not a product that you're gonna see a group of high school kids, like I don't know, going behind a building and smoking cigars. Not like they'll get an adult or somebody or steal a pack of cigarettes and they go smoke them. They want to be cool.
yeah,
They get those little backwoods or what the heck's the other one? The other popular one,
Swishers,
to roll up some pot,
some marijuanas.
to inject a marijuana cigarette into the toes and do that. I don't know what I'm talking about there, but you're not going to do that to a product that's going to cost you $10-15. Those things are cheap for a reason. They are rolled out machine the same way you do cigarettes for a reason, because that's all they're doing it for.
Yep.
Alfonso, how you doing?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Again, you guys, for those of you guys just joining us, this Friday show is going to be at 7 p.m. our time.
Oh, those owls.
We're going to have a special guest or two on, so you're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl. And, of course, if you guys want to get into our Super Bowl chances to win, you have to comment on our YouTube page.
Yes.
It'll be the YouTube video you have to comment on, as well as you have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel to win.
See, that's some other good points right there. Like Anthony, I didn't actually know this. It has a higher burn point than cigarettes do. I had no idea. And they do burn a lot faster, so it makes you want to smoke more.
Mhm.
You're going back and back and back. And what a pack in California is like $10 to $12
Yeah.
usually. So that's a cost of a cigar. But I'm pretty sure you can house through a pack of cigarettes a lot faster than you can Toro or Robusto.
Mhm.
And you're definitely not going to get the same experience.
Right.
It's not at all. It's not comparative. It's like what's a good example? It's like having steak and a leather jacket. They both come from a cow. So why didn't you just categorize them the same? Because it's not the
Cows.
same. It's not the same thing at all. That's ludicrous. And that's, in my mind, very similar in this situation.
Andy, I'm going to ask that people do it anytime they want. We can go back through all the comments.
We will continue
And-
to look at it up until the game.
And if we make a mistake by picking whoever was the first one to guess, then we'll correct it,
Oh, there we go.
as we've had to do many, many times.
And Eduardo, cigars are an investment of time and money, and no kid's doing that for fun. 100%. I don't remember any. And Bob says $20+ for a pack in New York. That is crazy high. And I'm sure there are some cigars, obviously, that cost around the same price point.
Yeah.
There are plenty of cigars that cost that. But again, experience from one item to the other is completely different. Spending $20 to buy a meal at a restaurant versus $20 because you got to go to your laundromat. It's not the same thing. You're still $20, so it's
$20
okay.
is $20.
Yeah, but no, it's again, the comparative between cigars and cigarettes is apples to bottom of tennis shoes. It's
Mhm.
not the friggin' same thing.
It is not. As far as these Karen Burger cigars go, mine has been woody, spicy, medium bodied, full flavored, fantastic draw, great smoke output. Burns a little wonky, but it's been correcting itself just fine. Ash would be holding on if I wasn't tapping it to not spill it on myself.
Same.
The flavors are melding together very nicely. Not a whole lot of transition from first to second, third, but enjoyable flavors throughout. The spice in here is more of like a cinnamon.
Nice, very nice. I'm getting a lot of very sweetness off this. It's very nice. It's like a chocolate. This Maduro, not too heavy. It's a fairly dark wrapper. We can see that right there. Beautiful presentation, by the way. The band is awesome. I do love these. It's more of that traditional look to it. It's got the embossing and the more of the crest look to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. But again, not very spicy. I would say, if anything, a little white pepper to begin with, but I'm getting almost no spice now, and I'm pretty much wrapping up that second, third. I'm gonna have to take my band off, in fact. And construction-wise, I'm pretty much on the same boat as you.
That's why I asked you.
Yeah, that's why I've been ashing too, because I knocked it off when I took off my band, that was on me, not the cigar. It's very nice. Very nice.
I will say the wrapper on mine is very rustic and rough looking. It's got a nice smoothness to it, a little oil to it, but you can definitely see some big veins on this cigar, which, not terrible. Not terrible.
It's never been a problem.
But I definitely would like to see a nicer wrapper on this. I mean, it's tasting fine, but the look itself is just a little rustic for me.
I've never cared about that. Unless I'm seeing cracks, that's when it's okay, like what's going on there. Or if you're doing a barber pole and part of it's coming up, not so great. Not so great. What else? No, I like when there's a toothy cigar and it feels almost like sandpaper grit.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when it's oily and slick. Either way, it's going to depict a different situation as far as cigar goes.
Right.
Different flavors, different way it burns. But the goal obviously is for it to burn.
That's the only flavor change right there. Big flavor change, guys. I just got a mouth rush of a muted cinnamon spice with a bunch of like almost bitter chocolate cocoa powder.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Big flavor change right there, guys, from that last draw. That was insane.
Oh my goodness.
Huh. Okay. With that being said, you guys, that's going to do it for us today. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. Mike, thank you for that video. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, the what do you call it? I think that's a really cool thing. I'd love to get some of those.
Don't forget, you guys, if you haven't already, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's what you have to be subscribed to win the Super Bowl giveaway, which we are going to do. Matter of fact, we won't do it up until the Super Bowl. You know what I think a better way to do it will be? Oh, no, we have to, because, never mind.
It's gotta be on the
I'm
video.
dumb. Yeah, sorry. I was like, we're going to pick a winner, but how do we know the score? That doesn't make any sense. So we'll do it up until the Super Bowl, and then we'll pick the winner on Monday's show. Or we'll announce the winner on Monday's show.
That works.
Not pick, because obviously we're not picking it. But yeah, so that, guys, that'll do it for us. Hope you guys had a good time watching the show, and we will catch you guys later.
Y'all have a good one. We will see you Friday, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock guard time, guys. Do not forget. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.